Good morning. Jenica Joyce here. Day 2 of my press handstand practice, or working up to it at least. 2 blocks again here in Morgan. No, we are in Turtle Beach in Manteca. Welcome. So, I watched a little bit of the video that I'd made for us yesterday and realized a couple of things. Also, been studying a little bit about the muscles in the core, the transverse abdominis. And that is why I like to start on my back. Um, we talked about heel slides yesterday, and if heel slides are super easy for you and you can engage the abdominis, which you take the belly button towards the floor and then extend, then you can bring it higher and find that height where it's challenging to your core. You might even want to cough to engage those abs, and that's the engagement as you extend and lower. This is starting to feel easier and easier. I'm going to cough, take them both up to tabletop. Extend. Inhale. Exhale. And as soon as I feel my lower back working and not my abs, I know that I've gone too far or that I need to revisit the muscles that I'm working with. By coughing, bringing that belly button towards my spine. Nice. Rolling it back up. So I did learn that if you want to know if your transverse abdominis, your TVA, is working, you should be able to L sit for 60 seconds. So I was like, what's an L sit? I was like, is that just, sitting like an L? And yeah, that's true, except you got to lift up and hold both and get those hip flexors. So to work up to this, first, I'm pulling my toes towards me. If I start to sink here, I'm actually going to lift my bottom up for a bit so that I can get really light and high with that spine. Hips above the block, shoulders above the hips, belly engaged, head back, hands reaching towards the ground, hands reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders down to the lats. These muscles right here, they need to engage to pull the shoulder down while the fingers lift up. Big inhale. Big exhale. Toes still pointing towards me. Core still engaged. It doesn't look like much, but if I am focusing on my lats and my core here, it's actually quite a bit of work. And of course, that pelvis zipper is coming all the way up to support the energy coming out of my fingers. One more breath here. Lats engaged, core engaged. So many things to think about, but it comes with time, it comes with practice. Progress doesn't happen overnight. Progress happens one moment at a time. All right, so now come into a cross-legged and we're going to practice lifting from our core. So again, shoulders rolling back, lats engaged, and you want to lift up, push down, right, not through sand, and get the core involved. Exhale, release. So we remember we don't want to cave in here and push down because then we're using more shoulders. We want to roll them back, right, and engage this middle part. Pelvic comes in, inhale, and on the exhale, lift up. So I'm just lifting my buttocks maybe an inch from the ground. Release. We're going to do 2 more just like that because this is a great one to start the process. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale for nothing. Exhale, lifting up, pushing through, not like soft sand, but like hard paper, and feel those engage, those abdominal muscles, the pelvic floor, and release. One more. Shoulders release back. Head up, head tall. Inhale for nothing. Exhale, use your core, use your pelvis, use your abdominal muscles to lift you. Exhale, release. Lovely. Let's go ahead and stand up with those blocks. So this is a part of the video I watched yesterday, and I was like, oh, that makes more sense. So we're going to inhale, lift our hands up, standing on that block. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge forward. And then what I'm going to try to do is, rather than get my hips above the block, I want my hips above my shoulders. Now, I've never done this before. It feels a little scary, to be honest. Oh, kind of want my husband or somebody behind me to just on my toes. And it's these muscles, so not my shoulders, but it's my abdominal muscles, my transverse, my QL, my psoas. And play with that. So do that a couple times, where you want to come onto your toes, bring your hips over your shoulders or towards them, and try to catch your abs. So all these things, points to remember. Fingers are spread, pointing toes, lifting. Nice. Coming back down. Ah, lovely. And then we'll end on our backs. We'll take the feet up towards the sky. Right, and flex. Just give a little bit of rest here. Now, just like we did in the beginning, belly towards, so we want to flatten out the space, the lower back, take out that round curve for a moment as we bring our legs towards the right on the exhale. Inhale, bring them up. Now these, we are using our obliques. We are using those TVA, that transverse abdominis. And if this is like bothering your lower back, or you feel you're using other muscles, bend the knees, because it's the exercise is not about looking a certain way as it is activating certain muscles that may have not worked in the past. So let's try now to engage the little dark spot where the hamstring meets the glute, as well as your abdominis, belly button to the ground. That should make it stronger. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Let's do 3 more. 1 on each side, of course. 2, and not using our momentum so much as our muscles. 3. Knees into chest. Roll up to find your blocks and place them underneath your feet as you roll back down. We're going to do bridge pose, but bridge pose to activate our hamstring. So palms facing down on the ground. We'll start to lift up using those hamstrings. Maybe come onto those toes so you can feel really the hamstrings. Let the glutes relax for a moment so you get the hamstrings in. Oh, it kind of takes a mind trip to release the glutes, get the hamstrings. Lifting up. And exhale, taking the knees away from us, letting the heels come down. We extend the spine. Inhale, exhale here. Lovely job. You did it. Day two with me. All right, check you out.